Hi, I'm Daisy and I'm the head of drama.
And my name is Cameron and I'm the deputy head of drama. And we welcome you to our first ever filmed drama recital.
We are sorry that we can't share these pieces with you in person, but we hope that what we've put together is the next best thing.
First of all, we have our lower school students with a selection of poems and speeches, featuring a little riddle, a friendly ghost, and a cheeky dog.
I've been waiting for this day for ages. I can't believe that I'm actually going to audition for Charlotte's Web. I mean, it's like my favourite book in the whole wide world, and the fact they're making it into a play makes me want to squeal. I hope they give out the audition part soon. It's not easy playing a pig, although I have been practicing. So many people. I can't believe it. Wait, hey, I was here first. Excuse me, out of my way. Sorry, just let me get a script. Wow, this is epic. It's a musical. They've actually made a musical of Charlotte's Web. Oh, crikey! I've not been practicing my singing. No one mentioned anything about singing or dancing. Right, need to read the script. Ooh, 98 pages of it? How am I supposed to know 98 pages in 10 minutes? Maybe I'll just wing it. I'm good at improvisation. Now, let's think of a good physical and vocal warm-up for a pig. Oink, 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 oink! Oink, 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 oink! Oink, oink, oink! Right, better do a bit of stretching. I wonder why no one else is getting ready. They're clearly not professionals like me. Ha! Guess the part's mine then. Oh, they're taking ages. Laura Lark, that's me. Lucky by name and lucky by nature. Good morning, wonderful director. My name is Laura, and I'm here to audition for the role of Charlotte. No, that's not right. Wilbur, not Charlotte. I want to be the pig, not the spider. Oink, 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 oink. Oh, I haven't finished yet. I can wiggle my tail. Watch. Oink, 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 oink. The director must have loved it. You should have seen her face. Classic. That was the face of someone who had spotted an extraordinary talent. Always knew I'd be a star.
Allow me to describe myself. I live upon a dusty shelf, with other sorts who do the same. I have a title to my name. It's wear a jacket without sleeves. I'm not a plant, but I have leaves. It's also true I'm not a tree, but that is what I used to be. I sometimes vanish for a week, and then return to my dear old nook. You guessed it, I'm a library book.
Yesterday I skipped all day, the day before I ran, but today I'm going to tiptoe everywhere I can. I'll tiptoe down the stairway, I'll tiptoe through the door, to the living room and give an awful roar. And my father, who was reading, will jump up from his chair and mumble something silly like, "I didn't see you there." I'll tiptoe to my mother and give a little cough. And when she spins to see me, while I'll softly tiptoe off, I'll tiptoe through the meadows and over hills and yellow sand. And when my toes get tired, I'll tiptoe on my hands.
Whoa! That scared you, didn't it? You can't actually see me, but you know that I'm here. I think I'll have a little fun with you. After all, you have been very good and are kind about our family portraits, especially the large one of Uncle Frederick in the drawing room. You didn't like that, did you? A strange draught indeed. Wait till I conjure up a huge wind. Running away? Never coming back? I can move furniture too. Would you like to see that? Watch this plate. I can focus on it, lift it from the cupboard, move it across the room, and whoops! It smashed on the floor. I didn't mean to do that, really. I only wanted to scare you. It's quiet now. Funny. There's a couple of left today. It's a pity my family got to sell the house. It takes so much money to run it. Someone should buy it and restore it to the house I remember so well. The beautiful ball gowns, the handsome tutors, the Christmas balls, the lights, the laughter. I loved my life here until we got the horse. Wait, someone else is coming. I better get ready to greet them. I think she can feel my presence. She's smiling. She says she liked the atmosphere. She loves the view from the window. Could she be right in the house? She looks nice. She's looking in my mother's mirror. I might even grow to like her. Wait, don't turn around. Not yet. Now you can. I'm right behind you. Ticky! Come back here right now! Oh no! It's not shut! We're trapped! Oh, you silly dog! I thought I could trust you, but now look what you've done. They didn't notice us coming here. Hello? Mum? Dad? Can you hear me? The door is locked. We're trapped. No one can hear me. The music is too loud. They're all busy fixing up the mess you made, Ticky. All I wanted was for you to join the party. I thought it was so unfair. Mum and Dad said you couldn't leave my room. But I guess they were right. I told you to stay in my arms and not make noise. But as soon as I got to the bottom of the stairs and you saw the cake, you jumped out of my arms and onto the table, knocking the whole thing over. And all the drinks spilled everywhere. I hope Mrs. Rayleigh isn't too upset. Her silk dress is now covered in lemonade. Oh, Ticky, how are we going to get out of here? I have no idea where the key is. Mum always has clever ways of hiding important things. And this room has a computer in it. So I bet she's in the key really well. She's probably used a riddle as a clue to find the key. I know! Hang on, there's a riddle about a door, isn't there?
door. I know! When it's a jar! That's it! Maybe Mum hid the key in the jar! Quick, Tiki! Help me try and find one in here! Aha! I found one! Look, Tiki! There's a key in here! Fingers and paws crossed. Yes! It's unlocked! We're free! Yippee! Quick, Tiki! Let's get out of here! Oh. Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. Mrs. Rayleigh. Sorry about the mess.
Next we have our middle school students, featuring a not-so-wicked witch, an excuse for not doing homework, and that cheeky dog makes another appearance.
Baby ate a microchip. They grabbed bottle, took a sip. He swallowed it and made a beep, and now he's sinking pretty deep. He's downloading his ABCs while calculating 1, 2, 3s. He's memorising useless facts or doing Daddy's income tax. He's thrown fits and now he fights with ruthless bits and toothless bites. He must be feeling very smug. But hold on, Baby caught a bug. Attempting to reboot in haste, he accidentally got erased. Oh! Everyone thinks my sister is perfect. It makes me want to choke a toad. Oh, pretty and pink like a big puff of cotton candy. As if sugar wouldn't melt in her little rosebud mouth. Well, duh. Of course she's all sweet and nice. She's just all girly from her head to her toes. Nobody thinks evil could reside in all that fluff. It just proves she's Mum and Dad's favourite. What do they give me to wear? Black and black and let's see. Oh yeah, more black. How's a person to look nice in that? And do you know how hot it gets from black all summer long? It's no wonder I'm a bit grouchy at times. Of course, she's full of smiles and cute little songs with her perky little voice. Well, let her wear this get-up for a while and we'll see how she feels. But not Glinda. Oh no. She's the good witch. And what does that make me? The bad one, of course. What a joke. She is the one that turned all the townspeople into munchkins and didn't even get in trouble. I turned one little guy into a scarecrow and suddenly I'm wicked. It's just not fair. She gets away with everything. It makes me so mad I've just got to zap someone. Zap! There now, I do feel a little better.
I tried to do my homework, but a show was on TV. A song was on the radio. A friend was texting me. My email chimed, and so of course I had to look at that. It linked me to a video of someone's silly cat. I watched a dozen videos and then I played a game. I almost didn't hear her when my mother called my name. I looked up at the clock. It was time to go to bed. I didn't get my homework done, just other stuff instead. I hope my teacher listens to the cause of my inaction. It's really not my fault the world is just one big distraction.
Oh, it's so cold and it's snowing so fast. It's almost dark and I dare not to go home because I've sold no matches today and my father will scold me. Please sir, will you buy some matches? No one wants to buy matches. They're all sitting by fires, keeping warm.
cold. Oh, there's a corner between the two houses where the snow is not so thick. Perhaps I could shelter for a while. Oh, it is so cold. My hands are freezing. Perhaps one match will warm them. What a lovely warm light. Like a candle. It burns so bright. Oh, it's gone out. I'll light another. I can see through the wall into a room. There's a fire shining in the stove and polished brass ornaments. There's a table spread with roast goose stuffed with apples. Oh, the match has gone out. What a beautiful Christmas tree, with thousands of tapers lighting up the branches like stars in the sky. One of them has a long fiery tail. Grandmother used to say, when a star is falling, someone's going to die. Oh, grandmother, dear grandmother, you're there? You look so beautiful and stately. Don't go, grandmother. Oh, the light's going out. I've lit all the matches I've left. Don't go. Please stay. Please, please don't leave me. Please take me with you. Please.
Look, Bill, I'm telling you, the store is huge. I'm outside the palace now, and there's so much coming and going. It's like right outside the station. I managed to grab a few of the servants as they were coming off the night shift. And although it took a bit of bribery, I managed to corroborate the story that she hired a couple of hoodlums in to come at the dead of the night and ship him off somewhere. Then they reckoned that she spread the story that he'd disappeared. I wouldn't be surprised if her father was behind that, mind you, because I don't think he ever imagined he'd complete all those awesome tasks, and he had to keep his promise and give him half of the kingdom and his daughter. I mean, how stupid is that? Someone you've only just met tells you they're a great hero, and you believe them? Did he look him up in YouTube? I think not. Did he check his criminal record? No, he didn't. Well, yes. He did do all those awesome tasks. Getting rid of the giants, and the unicorn, and the bull. But does that make him the right person to be a king? Of course, the anti-monarchy lobby is out in force, and they were only too keen to share their views. I quote, "We spend our money on keeping those people in archaic situation of privileges, and they turn out to be no better than common criminals." Strong words, Bill, strong words. And I don't think that I agree with him. But if he just turn out to be no better than common tailor, then that rubbishes their argument, and go back to him. I say, hello, there's more activity now. I think it's the Princess's car. She hasn't seen a public or made any statement yet, and what we heard has just been speculation. Is he with her, I wonder? No, she seems to be on her own. Princess, is it true that you and your husband are splitting up? Can you give us a statement, Princess? No, she didn't give any indication of what's going on. What's the bill? Here is now. Okay, Laminarian 2. How do I look? Yeah, I know I've been up all night, but at least tell me I don't look like it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning! This is Charlie Hambinger, live at the palace, bringing you all the latest sensational news that just have been broken. I understand we're about to go over to the palace library, where His Majesty the King will make the statement.
I don't care if you don't want to talk to me. I don't want to talk to you either. Why would
been on the Antiques Roadshow? I have, actually. I'm going to be on the TV in March, so there. I thought you might want to talk to me once I told you that. I don't know if I want to tell you, actually. Oh, right. I took my Star Wars figures. I have all 130 of them, including Dogface, who was only seen on the screen for 2 seconds, and the figure was only released in Canada. My dad made a special case for them all. And I've got Star Wars shampoo and Star Wars towels and 3 different Star Wars duvet covers. You know the R2-D2 that I swapped for my James Bond cards? The one I got from Pete Perkins? Well, it turns out to be a Japanese version. There were only 200 of them made with that colour casing, and it's worth nearly £500. And my whole collection, altogether, is worth nearly £3,000. So, they're going to put me on television, and I'll probably become the world's leading expert on Star Wars figures. And one day, I'll be an expert on the Antiques Roadshow myself. So if you don't want to talk to me nicely from now on, I won't remember you when I'm famous. What? You can't tell Pete Perkins how much it's worth. He'll kill me. Please don't tell him. You won't, will you? I'll deny it. I'll say you're lying. I'll say I was lying. Oh no. I can't. Can I? I'm going to be on the TV. Look, if you promise not to tell, I'll buy you a Mars bar every day next week. Please don't tell him.
Tiggy, come back here right now.
Oh no.
It's locked shut. We're trapped.
Oh, you silly dog. I thought I could trust you, but now look what you've done. I can see everyone, but they didn't notice us come in here.
Hello? Mum? Dad? Can you hear me? The door's locked. I'm trapped.
No one can hear us. The music is too loud. And anyway, they're busy fixing the mess you made, Ticky. All I wanted was for you to join the party. I thought it was so unfair. Mum and Dad said you couldn't leave my room, but I guess they were right. I told you to stay in my arms and not to make a noise, but as soon as I got to the bottom of the stairs and you saw the cake, you jumped out of my arms and onto the table, knocking the whole thing over, and all the drinks spilled everywhere. Oh, Ticky, how are we going to get out of here? I've no idea where the key is. Mum always has clever ways of hiding important things. This room has her computer in, so I bet she's hidden the key really well. She probably used a riddle as a clue to find the key. Hang on. There's that riddle about a door, isn't there? When is a door not a door? When is a door not a door? I know! When it's a jar! Quick, Tiggy! Help me look for one in here! Aha! I found one! Look, there's a key in here! Fingers and paws crossed. It's unlocked! We're free! Quick, Tiggy, let's get out of here! Oh, hi Mum. Hi Dad. Sorry about the mess.
Okay everyone, that's great. Just great. I know it's been a long day, but I have a few short notes on today's topic, so if you could grab a seat and pay attention, I'd appreciate it. Wall. I think the coming across slightly flimsy. What? It's heavy. Okay, props. Is there anything we can do to support the wall? Mortar. Hilarious. Sensible suggestions are for our next practice. Titania. Performance. A bit too gritty. Let's aim for Queen of the Fairies instead of Hell's Angels. Your father said what? No, dear. No motorbikes on set. Think of the risk assessment. And while we're on the subject, I know Mum's wardrobe, but a little bit less leather waistcoats and tattoos would be appreciated. We're not the RSC. Pyramus and Thisbe. I'm loving it. Just keep on doing what you're doing. But remember to hold them back for opening night. You're going to be sensational. Theseus. Honestly, it's not as regal as I'd like to see. I realise it's hard when you're the youngest, but let's aim for a head of state instead of grumpy toddler. Alright? Fairies in general, a bit heavy. You're light, airy, floaty, magical, mischievous. Yes, Peas Blossom? Your father can one of the adults take Peas Blossom to the toilet? Where was I? Oh, yes. Lysander and Demetrius, your argument scene isn't in the least convincing. Where's the passion, the aggression, more believable, more real? Give me humanity, give me contrast. I beg your pardon? Okay, we'll ask Mummy to explain that later. Moving on. Mechanical. Yes, that means you, over there. We aren't quite getting the subtext in the humour. Can we work on that for next time? And also be aware of your backs to the audience. I know there isn't one yet. You'll just have to use your imagination. Moving on. Oberon's crew. It's a bit shambolic at the moment. Think of your motivation. That's all for now. Much still to do. Thanks for all your efforts, and one final thing, let's wish a happy 9th birthday to our Bottom. He's now the oldest cast member. All together, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Finally, we have our upper school students performing a range of comic and at times quite moving poems and speeches that clearly demonstrate how talented the HXP pupils are.
I hope you'd come, Tomo. I didn't think they'd let you.
I want no tears, Tomo. This is going to be difficult enough without tears. Understand? You tell Mother and Molly how it really was, won't you? It's all I care about now. I don't want them thinking I was a coward. I don't want that at all. I want them to know the truth. I tried my very best, Tomo. I really did. But they had their one witness, Sergeant Hanley, and he was all they needed. It wasn't a trial, Tomo. They'd made up their minds that I was guilty before they even sat down. I told them everything, just as it happened. So I told them, yes, I did disobey the sergeant's orders because the order was stupid, suicidal. Everybody knew that. They knew that a dozen or more were wiped out in the attack, but that no one got as far as the German wire. I asked for you, Tomo, but I wouldn't accept you as a witness. Because you're my brother. I asked for Pete, but they told me he was missing. So they heard it all from Sergeant Hanley. They believed what they wanted to believe. Just tell them the truth, Charlie, and you'll be all right. That's what I thought. How wrong could I be? The whole court-martial took less than an hour. That's all they gave me. 1 hour for a man's life. It'll be over very quick. You still have my watch, Tomo. Keep it ticking for me. And when the time comes, give it to little Tomo, so you can have something for me. I'd like that. You'll make a great father, Tomo, just like father was to us. Oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clement. I'll be singing in the morning. It won't be God save the ruddy king or all things bleeding bright and beautiful. It'll be oranges and lemons for Big Joe, for all of us.
And that's when I found it. I wasn't really looking for it. Johnny's scarf. I stole it years ago. Now let's not get into this whole blaming thing. I know it's wrong to steal, but all I intended at the start was to borrow it, just show my friends. Then I've put it back before Johnny had even noticed it gone. Seems like ages ago. I still blame myself to this day. If I'd not taken the scarf, none of this would have happened. Johnny was my hero. I worshipped the ground he walked on. Johnny was 7 years older than me. He was bright. No, I mean really bright. He did very well in school. His main passion was football. Leeds United. He was obsessed. What he didn't know about football wasn't worth knowing. He knew every player who'd ever played for Leeds United, all the managers, every game they'd ever played. He had all the kit. Shorts, socks, hat, gloves, water bottle, snack box, everything. But his most prized possession was this scarf. It was Cantona's, you know. Eric Cantona, from the 1980s. Dad got it at auction for hundreds of pounds, and he wore it religiously to every game. We show and tell at school, you see, and Peter Johnson had bought in David Beckham's autograph. It was such a show-off. And I thought of Johnny's scarf. I thought that would wipe the smile off his face. But I knew Johnny wouldn't let me have it. The only way was to borrow it. I don't know how I managed sneaking out that Friday morning without anyone noticing. Not even Mum. It was brilliant. I was buzzing all day. The only problem was I'd left the scarf at school. So when it came to Leeds versus Manchester United the next day, the scarf was nowhere to be seen. I don't know much about what happened that day. I stayed mostly out of the way. All I know is that Johnny went crazy, looking for the scarf everywhere. I'd never seen him like that. And I knew they were late leaving. Very late. Dad had left without him, so we'd arranged to get a lift with a friend who also had a season ticket. It was the knock on the door that I remember most vividly. Mum was in the kitchen making shepherd's pie. 2 policemen stood outside on the step. He never made it to the match. The car that hit him was 2 times over the limit. Didn't stand a chance. Scarf stayed at school for ages. I couldn't bear to look at it. One of the teachers just gave it to me one day. "Oh, isn't this yours?" he said one break time, and put it in my hands. I felt sick and hid it at the bottom of my bag. And I've not seen it since. I can't face telling anyone. Not yet. I'm putting it back in the box. where it belongs.
This is it! Opening night! The moment I have been waiting for! The moment I have been working towards for months! My debut as a performer! I'm about to tread the boards! To become a thespian! It may only be a small role, but I'm beginning the journey of my dreams. And one day, who knows, I could be playing the lead. Okay, any minute now. Wait for my cue line. Wait for it. Oh, I need the toilet. Is there time? No, of course there isn't. Just ignore it. It's only first night nerves. Okay, here it comes. Cue line. Entrance. Oh no. I've gone blank. What's my first line? My first line! Oh, come on. I know it, for goodness sake. I've been rehearsing it for long enough. Nothing. I can't remember a thing. Oh, this can't be happening. Okay, just say something. Anything at all from the scene. As long as I say something, it will be all right. To get things moving, give the other actors something to work with. They're all staring at me. Do they think that's going to help? Don't they realise that's just going to make it worse? Oh, my head's starting to swim. I think I might faint. No, I've got to hold it together. Breathe. Just give it time. Something will come in a minute. Hey, what's happening? They're carrying on without me. They've skipped my night and they're carrying on as if I'm not even here. How dare they? They didn't even give me a chance. Don't they realise this is my big moment? I had to take back control of the situation. It's not too late. I'll just have a quick look at my script. I left it just over there in the wings. All I have to do is casually move over to... Hey! Who turned the lights out? Blackout? You mean it's all over? But I didn't even... Wait a minute. The audience are clapping. They want to show their appreciation. Well, I better give them what they want. After all, it would be rude not to.
This time, I'm going to do it. Definitely. No weaknesses, just finishes. He comes in, and I say, "Hello, Gary. Serious, don't smile." "You okay?" he'll ask. "Yes, but I've got something to say." "Oh," then he'll sit down, all attentive. "Gary, it's over!" No, too brutal. He'll just burst into tears. "Gary, you know I like you, don't you? And you like me, and we like each other, both of us, together. And we've had some great times, smashing times, and oh, for goodness sakes, be asleep before I get to the good bit." "Gary, I know I've been going out for 3 months, 2 weeks, and 1.5 days, but how did I know that? Can't say that, I think I'm still keen." "Gary, oh, don't pull that little boy lost face. I'm trying to tell you something serious here. I don't want to... I know Oh, why is it so difficult? I don't want to hurt him. He's really nice, but I don't feel anything for him." "Why?" "Nice. Yeah, nice. That's the problem. Too soft, too accommodating. There's nothing exciting about him, nothing challenging. For goodness sakes, Gary, get some backbone. Stand up to me sometimes. Fight back!" "But I don't want to fight with you," he'll say. "I just want to make you happy." "Then stop whimpering around. strong decisions. Surprise me. Make me respect you. Just don't sit there. Do something. What's this? A text. Lucy, I'm bored with you. We're finished. Gary. Bored? With me? I don't think so. Just wait till I see him. I'll give him a boring black eye with my boring handbag. This is what I call a relationship.
Reserved. Madam, that table is reserved. I said that table is reserved. Look, the notice. It says reserved. You don't hear me. There's no service at this table, so there's no point sitting at it. If you don't mind, you'll find another place over there. Really, some people. There! I said there! We're not going to be difficult, are we? Difficulties at this time of day is something we can well do without. Let us not have difficulties on top of everything else. So, if you don't mind, madam, over there. Like that, is it? Very well then, please yourself, on your head be it, no more to be said. You realise I can't waste time on you. Others are clamouring for attention. What's more, they would expect me to serve them at once. I can assure madam there's no reason why I should ignore them for her. There's nothing special about madam, as far as I can see, apart from sitting at a table with a reserved notice. And as far as I am concerned, people who sit at tables with reserved notices do not exist. Of course, if madam should decide to move to that table over there, I'd be prepared to give you my attention. In turn, naturally, after the hot scones, the Welsh rarebit, the banana split, and today's Cornish special with assorted creams and pasties. But as long as madam sits there, madam is asking to be ignored. In fact, madam can sit there till the tea stews and hell freezes.
I'm not a joyrider. I've never driven a car. I wasn't driving. I was a passenger. I am calm. I'm as calm as I can be with you two standing over me. You're making me nervous. Lucy! Lucy! Why are they all surrounding her? What's she done? She was a passenger, like me. There weren't many questions after that. There wasn't time. A police car pulled up and I had to get in. As we passed Lucy, she was talking to the local policewoman. Next thing I know, I'm in an interview room at the local police station. I told you what happened, but I'll tell you again. We came out of the corner shop and Steve and Neil pulled up in this flash-looking car. Steve asked where we were going, and I told him we were going to mine because Lucy was staying the night. We could have walked it in 2 minutes, but he insisted on giving us a lift. He told me the car belonged to Steve's boss from work. Do I think we encouraged them? Listen, we don't really know them. They're not boyfriends or anything. They're just a couple of lads from the same estate. Yes, he drove fast. He was a maniac, showing off. He put us through hell in that car. After that,
that I had to empty my pockets. They took my shoes away and put me in a holding cell. What am I being locked up for? You've no right to keep me here. A child. What child? What are you talking about? I was told that the cry I did had struck a little boy. He died on the way to hospital. I had no idea. How could I? Just the sound of the stereo and Lucy's screams. If I just told those two to get lost, that little kid might still be alive. It's all my fault. Lucy's somewhere in here. I heard her cry out. Must have been when she got tired. She loves kids, wants to work with them. May not have a chance. I cried, of course. Who wouldn't? I want to scream. Only when you scream. Everyone hears you, but nobody listens.
This is it. Opening night. The moment I've been waiting for. The moment I've been working towards for months. My debut as a performer. I'm about to tread the boards to become a thespian. It may only be a small role, but I'm beginning the journey of my dreams. And one day, who knows, I could be playing the lead. Any minute now. Wait for my cue line. Wait for it. Oh, I need the toilet. Is there time? No, of course there isn't. Just ignore it. Only first night nerves. Okay, here it comes. Cue line entrance. Oh, no. I've gone blank. What's my first line? My first line. Oh, come on. I know it, for goodness sake. I've been rehearsing it for long enough. It's nothing. I can't remember a thing. Oh no, this can't be happening. Just say something, anything at all from the scene. As long as I say something, it'll be all right. Get things moving. Give the other actors something to work with. Oh, my head's starting to swim. Oh no, I might faint. No, I've got to hold it in together. Breathe. Something will come to me in a minute. Just give it time. Hey! What's happening? They're carrying on without me. They've skipped my lines and they're carrying on as if I'm not here. How dare they? They didn't even give me a chance. Don't they realise that this is my big moment? I have to take back control of the situation. It's not too late. I'll just have a quick look at my script. I left it just over there in the wings. All I have to do is casually move over to... Hey! What's happening? Black out? You mean it's all over? But I didn't even... Wait a minute. The audience is clapping. They want to show their appreciation. Well, I'd better give them what they want. After all, it would be rude not to. This time I'm going to do it. Definitely. No weakness, just finish it. He walks in and I say, "Hello, Guy." "You okay?" he'll ask. "Yes, but I've got something to say." And then he'll sit down, all attentive. "Guy, it's over." No, too brutal. He'll just burst into tears.
Gary, you know I like you, don't you? And we like each other, the two of us, together. We've had some great times, smashing times, you and I, and... Oh, for goodness sake, he'll be asleep before I get to the good bit. Look, Gary, oh, don't pull that little lost boy face. I'm trying to tell you something serious here. Oh, why is this so difficult? I don't want to hurt him. He's really nice, but I don't feel anything for him. Why? Nice. Yeah, nice. That's the trouble. He's too soft, too accommodating. There's nothing challenging about him. Oh, for goodness sake, Gary, get some backbone. Stand up me sometimes. Fight back. But I don't want to fight you, he'll say. I just want to make you happy. Then stop whimpering around. I want a boyfriend, not a laptop. Make some strong decisions. Surprise me. Make me respect you, Gary. Don't just sit there. Do something. What's this? A text? Lucy, I'm bored of you. We're finished. Gary. Bored? With me? I don't think so. Just wait till I see him. I'll have him a boring black eye with my boring handbag. This is what I call a relationship.
We crept out onto the landing. It was empty. My heart was beating fast. That I couldn't quite believe we were about to break into Miss Austen's little box room. What if she came up and found us? The door was shut. Daisy went tiptoeing up to it, twisted the handle, and carefully pushed it open. It felt most dreadfully wrong that Miss Austen was such a secretive person. We really knew nothing about her at all. I have never even seen inside her bedroom, and nor had any of the others. I imagined her doorway as an invisible line that, if crossed, will burn you up into a crisp or freeze you to death. Oh no, whispered Beanie, as Daisy poked a careful shoe tip through the doorway and then craned her neck around, and I could tell she felt as uncomfortable as I did. What, Beanie? Said Daisy without turning her head. I don't think this is legal, whispered Beanie nervously. Of course this is not legal, Beanie, but we're detected, so that makes it all right. But I don't want to go away. Beanie's face crumbled. All right then, stay out here. No one is making you. You can be our lookout if Miss Austen comes up the stairs. Whistle, or squeak, or something. Hazel, Kitty, are you coming? With Beanie trampling on the landing, we had to, shooting nervous glances at each other. Kitty and I crept forward and over the dividing line into Miss Austen's bedroom. I did not burn up, although I did feel a rush of shame that made me tingle with heat through the tips of my fingers. Inside, everything is neatly ordered. Drawers shut, bed made with military precision, and a gleaming row of school books laid out in alphabetical order. It was so neat that I was terrified all over again. What if we left signs of our presence? If she was not a murderer, she would be furious. And if she was? I shivered.
There are songs enough of a hero who dwells on the heights of fame. I sing for the disappointed, for those who missed their aim. I sing with a tearful cadence for those who stand in the dark and knows that their last best arrow has bounded back from the mark. I I sing for the breathless runner, the eager, anxious soul who falls with strength, exhausted, almost in sight of the goal, for the hearts that break in silence, for the sorrow all unknown, for those who need companions, yet walk their ways alone. There are songs enough for the lovers who share love's tender pain. I sing for the one whose passion is given all in vain. For those whose spirits' comrades have missed them on the way. I sing with a heart overflowing this minor strain today. And I know the solar system must somewhere keep in space a prize for that spent runner who barely lost the race. For the plan would be imperfect unless it held some sphere that paid for toil and talent and love that is wasted here.
You tell her. I can't. Why not? It's difficult. Why is it so difficult? Look, Alex, you know perfectly why it's difficult for me. I don't see why it should be. It's very awkward. It's, what do I know? It's an embarrassing situation. No more for you than it would be for me. So you tell her then. I've already explained why I can't do that. Well, I'm not convinced. That's not fair. You said you understood. One of us has got to tell her. How do you suggest we do it? Simple. You go up and say, I've got something I need to tell you, and she'll be interested. So you just tell her. As long as you know what you're going to say, it'll be fine. But what am I going to say? I thought we'd already agreed that. Anyway, who says I'm going to say it? I haven't agreed yet. When do you suggest we do it?
During break time. I've noticed that she's often on her own then. We can wait until we're sure that no one is near, and then you can go and tell her.
But suppose she gets really angry and starts hitting me or something?
No, she won't. She's not like that. I know she'll be grateful.
Grateful? That's not how I'd feel.
But you're not her.
Thank goodness. I should hate to be her. Could you imagine?
Dreadful. The sooner the better, I think.
I'm not sure I can do it. The more I think about it, the more difficult it becomes.
Then don't think about it, just do it.
Okay. Well, don't look. Go away, somewhere else. And I'll tell you how I got on.
If you insist. Go on then.
Dear.
Good luck.
I need it.
This is how it happens. 1 minute, you're just another awkward second grader. And your mum takes you and your brother to a friend's house out in the country. And you get out the car and there's a big yellow dog wagging his tail at you. And your mum and your brother go to ring the doorbell. And you get down on your knees in front of this friendly dog and you're petting him. And then, suddenly, the dog snaps his jaws. And your life, as you know it, ends. The dog never barked, never growled. He followed after me, still friendly and playful, blood pouring from the holes in my face. And he's looking at me, wagging his tail, and my mum grabbed my jacket from the car and told me to hold it tight against my face. I was panicking. I was crying so much, it felt like I was choking. At the hospital, doctors and nurses were coming in, mopping up blood, asking questions, trying to establish how much of my face was still left, whether the nerve endings were still alive. The nurses were friendly. They told me I could trust them, and I did. I believed them when they said the doctors would be able to fix me. They lied. I was conscious the entire time. I was awake while they sewed my face back together. My face felt puffy, and I was lightheaded. What I remember most is the bright light and the strangely disembodied voices of my parents and the doctors trying to keep the patient calm. When they finally let me see myself, when they gave me a mirror, I had prepared myself for a horror movie, for a Halloween mask, for a nightmare. But the blood had been cleaned away, and it was just neat rows of stitches. I was actually relieved. But then I went back to school. That's when the real trauma began.
Time. We stand on the threshold of time. Once time was our friend. We never knew that time would be our enemy.
Where have the years gone?
What would I have done with my years?
Getting old. I didn't ask for this.
Would I have had silver hair when I got old?
I miss my husband. Why did he have to leave me?
I would have liked to have known what it would have been like to be married.
And my children. I never see them.
And children. I would have liked children.
Louisa, it's not what we expected.
Rose, what is it like?
Louisa. Louisa, are you awake?
Yes.
Do you think the rest of the dogs are asleep?
I think so. Ruth is snoring her head off and Becky's just done her usual grunt.
Only a few more weeks and we'll be out of this place. No more curfews or reporting. We'll be able to make our own decisions. Go our own way.
Oh, Rose, what is our own way?
I don't know. Who knows what the future holds? All that I know is it has to be better than this.
Rose, we will still be friends when we leave here, won't we? I couldn't bear it if I lost your friendship.
Of course. I'm still like glue. Who would I have for my chief's bridesmaids if you weren't around?
Really? Chief bridesmaid?
Of course. What a day that would be.
Yes, we'll make it a double wedding.
With two dashing and handsome men by our sides.
Both tall and slim with fire in their eyes.
With their hearts and minds only for us.
We'll honeymoon in Paris.
And take an evening cruise along the Seine.
Visit the Eiffel Tower.
Climb up to Notre Dame.
And seal our wedding vows there in the cathedral.
Together.
Together.
Oh, Louisa, we're going to have such a wonderful time.
Children, Rose. I want children. Lots of them.
2 boys and 2 girls.
Both with blonde curly hair.
And shining eyes.
3 o'clock. We must get some sleep.
I know what we must do. Whenever we hear 3 chimes, we must stop what we're doing, think of the other, and say the other's name. Promise me, Louisa?
I promise.
We kept our promise.
For 2 years.
Whenever we heard 3 chimes, we stopped what we were doing and said the other's name.
Until the day of the air raid.
I could never understood what happened that day. Why was Louisa standing outside the town hall when she knew the siren had gone? Why didn't she go down into the shelter?
Rose, I kept my promise to the end. Maybe if I hadn't waited for the town hall to strike 3, I would have made the shelter.
Time.
We stand on the threshold of time. Once time was our friend. We never knew that time would be our enemy.
Where have the years gone?
What would I have done with my years?
Getting old. I didn't ask for this.
Would I have had silver hair when I got old?
I miss my husband. Why did he have to leave me?
I would have liked to have known what it would have been like to be married.
And my children, I never see them.
And children. I would have liked children.
Louisa, it's not what we expected.
Morning star. Evening star. Yellow star. Amsterdam, 1942. The German army occupies Holland. They have applied terrible rules that we must obey. Rules for Jews. Jews must wear a yellow star. Jews cannot go on trains. Jews must not drive. Jews cannot go shopping, except between 3 and 5. Jews must only patronize Jewish shops. We cannot go to the cinema, play tennis, go swimming. I can't even go to the theater. And now, for the most frightening thing of all, they're beginning to round us up and take us away from our homes, our beloved Amsterdam. A few days ago, I celebrated my 13th birthday. My parents gave me this diary. It's my most precious possession. Yesterday, I was just an ordinary girl living in Amsterdam. Today, I'm forced to wear this by our Nazi conquerors. Morning star, evening star, yellow star. Where are we going to hide? Will we be all right? What am I leaving behind? What can I take? Essentials. My school satchel. I'm going to cram it full. Hair curlers, handkerchiefs, school books, film star photographs, John Crawford, Betty Davis, Diana Durbin, Mickey Rooney, combs, letters, thousands of pencils, elastic bands, my best book, Emil and the Detectives. Oh yes, my new diary. Have you seen it? We're going into hiding. Going into hiding. A few days later, it was Thursday, 6th of July. I shall never forget that morning. It was raining. Imagine leaving your house, maybe forever. Goodbye, house. We will always remember you. Thank you for everything. My brain is on the fairground, on a roller coaster. Up and down, happy, sad, afraid, excited. My emotions are racing, my imagination is spilling over. After all, I'm a creative artist. I'm going to be a writer when this war is over. Imagine leaving your house. Forever. Diary! Can't go without my new diary. Hello, diary. I shall write everything down. Everything. Thoughts, events, dreams. I shall confine my secrets. Only to you.
Okay.
You're right for once. Fact,
Do you want to know something? I wish you were all dead. All of you. Because we'll never be free until we're born from test tubes. And maybe one day you'll know what I'm on about. I don't want to spend one day in a caravan. Not with you, nor my dad, or the Queen, or the Pope, or anybody. I couldn't think of anything more horrible than spending a week in Whitley Bay. And while I'm on my hobby horse, let me tell you that I don't like cheese and egg when it's cooked in the oven, or fry up, or bacon and tomato dip, or tin buddy ham. All right, Mother? Do you understand? The world, it's a big place. And if you lot want to go sit in a box on Tyneside, watching the rain and playing Happy Families, and listening to my mother go on about pricing creams at Marks and Spencer's, and how she can't get her curtains hung straight, then go. Go now. And if you're going to go with him to St. Mary's Lighthouse and back 1,000,000 times a day, talking about what my gran would have thought, then good for you. But I'm not. I refuse my consent, and no matter what you say, I'll never go on holiday with you again. Ever.
And that's when I found it. I wasn't really looking for it. Johnny's scarf. I stole it years ago. Let's not get into this blame thing. I know it's wrong to steal. But all I intended at the start was to borrow it. Just to show it to my friends. Then, I'd have put it back before Johnny even noticed it had gone. It was show and tell at school, you see. And Peter Johnson had brought in David Beckham's autograph. He was such a show-off. Then, I thought of Johnny's scarf. That'd wipe the smile off his face. But I knew Johnny wouldn't let me have it. The only way was to borrow it. I don't know how I managed to sneak it out that Friday morning without anyone noticing. Not even Mum. I felt amazing. I felt so important. And I was buzzing all day. The only problem is that I'd left it at school. So when it came to the Manchester versus Leeds the next day, the scarf was nowhere to be seen. I kept mostly out of the way that day. All I know is that Johnny went crazy looking for it, everywhere. I'd never seen him like that. Dad had left without him, so he'd arranged to get a season ticket with a friend who also had one. It was the knock on the door that I remember most vividly. Mum was making shepherd's pie in the kitchen. The two policemen were waiting outside. He never made it to the match. The driver that hit him
was 3 times over the limit. He didn't stand a chance. Then, one day at school, a teacher came up to me and said, "Oh, isn't this yours?" she said, and put it in my hand. I felt sick and hid it at the bottom of my bag. And I haven't seen it since. Not until today. And I still can't face telling anyone. Not yet. I'm putting it back in the box where it belongs.
You may have heard my mum talking about my invisible friend. Do you remember? Well, that's my invisible friend Zara. This is Zara. I want you to meet Zara. Zara, say hello. That's it. Will you say hello to Zara, my invisible friend? I invented Zara, years ago, just for fun. I think I was ill at the time and wasn't allowed to play with any of my real friends. So I invented Zara. Zara's my special friend that no one can see except me. Of course, I can't really see her either. Not really. Although sometimes, it's almost as if sometimes, if I concentrate really hard, I can take a glimpse of her out of the corner of my eye. Still. Anyway, I kept Zara for years and years, until they all started saying I was much too old for that sort of thing, and got worried, and started talking about sending me to a doctor. So I didn't take her around with me so much after that. But she's still here, and when I feel really sad and depressed, like I do today, I sit and talk to Zara. Zara always understands. Zara always listens. She's special. Aren't you, Zara? What's that? Yes. I wish he'd turn his music down too. I've told him, haven't I? How can I hear it if I turn it down? I can't hear the bass thing, can I? I used to have pictures here, but every time he put that disc on, they fell off the walls. I mean, don't get me wrong. We like loud music. Don't we, Zara? We love loud music. Sometimes. But not all the time. Oh. Why doesn't he ever listen to quiet music? Just once. Wouldn't that be nice? But he wouldn't be Grizzly Gary then, would he? Oh, Zara, did I tell you? I got picked for the school swimming team today. Isn't that exciting? Yes. I'm glad you're excited too. Good. If anyone was interested, I got picked for the school swimming team today. What about that, folks? Great. Thanks for your support, everyone. I mean, they might have at least. Oh, Zara, I know you're here, but sometimes I get really lonely.
Thank you for watching. We really hope you enjoyed it.
Look out for more performances coming to you soon.